I told you guys in the last video that I'd be doing a Kindle unboxing next, and I'm keeping my word. I have it right here and I am so excited to open it up. It was a Christmas gift from my husband and I've been waiting very impatiently to open it. I wanted to make sure I could open it with you guys. I've always been a huge fan of physical books, and then within the past few years, I switched over to audiobooks. So the majority of the books that I read are audiobooks. Don't even bother coming at me in the comments saying that audiobooks aren't considered reading, because they are, and I will die on that hill. Anyway, I've been doing a mix of audiobooks and physical books, but I've just been really having an itch, and that itch is ebooks, specifically on the Kindle. This one is the Kindle Paperwhite. It is Gen 12, 16 gigabytes. There is a 7-inch glare-free display, adjustable warm light, which was really important to me. I looked at the Kindle Basic, but I saw that it wasn't waterproof, and also you couldn't adjust the warm setting. The Paperwhite is waterproof, and I 100% plan on taking this to the beach, by the pool, a bath, near water, and I don't want it getting destroyed. This one also has weeks of battery life, and people have really backed this up in their booktube videos. I've seen people read their Kindles for weeks at a time before they need to charge. I'm excited because all my devices always die on me, so weeks of battery life, this is important for me. Ads are supported on this specific device, but if it bothers me, you can remove it for a fee. Are you ready? We'll try to do a little bit of ASMR for you. Don't know how it's gonna work, so don't hold your breath. Yay. All right, let's open this bad boy up. In here, we have the charger, which apparently I won't have to use often. This is the main event. Here it is beautiful. I love it already. I've actually never even held a Kindle, and it's so much lighter than I expected. I really love the matte texture on the back. I'm a big texture person, and I'm a fan. I'm already a fan. There's the tree, the official Kindle tree. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit English, United States. While this is loading, I'll tell you the reason why I wanted this. One is I am an author, and so I'm constantly aware of when all of the Stuff Your Kindle days are going down. And while I participate in them as an author, I never participate in them as a reader because I never had a reason to. I didn't have an e-reader. To be honest, for a while I had no interest in reading ebooks, but I've been getting the desire to. There was Stuff Your Kindle Day right after Christmas, and then I knew I had a new Kindle, so I used my Kindle app on my phone, and I downloaded a whole bunch of books from the Stuff Your Kindle Day. So going into this, I'm already going to have a decent amount of ebooks to choose from. The next step is connecting to the internet and signing in with my Amazon account. You can either use the Kindle app on your phone for a faster setup or continue with the setup on this device. Because I am using my phone to record this video, I'm just going to go ahead and set it up on this Kindle. If I wasn't recording this, I would have set it up with my phone. As I'm putting my information in, I'm noticing that there's not really a lag, which is amazing. I knew a lag would really bother me. Some people say there's a huge lag and it drives them crazy, and others say there's no lag at all. So it might depend on where you live, what your Wi-Fi is like, etc. The important thing is, I don't have one. There we go. Hi, Marissa. The next step is making this kid-friendly, and I don't have any kids and don't need it to be kid-friendly, so I'm going to say no thank you, because the books I'm going to be reading on here are definitely not kid-friendly. So it takes me to a page that asks if I want Kindle Unlimited for free for 3 months. After the 3 months is up, it is $11.99 per month, which I think is a really great deal. If you are an avid reader, I highly suggest diving into the world of Kindle Unlimited. All of my books are on Kindle Unlimited. As an author perspective, I love being on there. And from a reader standpoint, I definitely will have a Kindle Unlimited eventually. Right now, off the bat, I already have a whole bunch of books on here, and I know that I'm still going to be listening to audiobooks more than anything else, but I am definitely going to circle back. And again, if you are a reader, I highly recommend it. It just doesn't make sense for me at this very moment. Next is trying to get me set up on Audible. I already have Audible. If you don't know what WhisperSync is, it's a very cool feature where if you get an ebook, you can get the audiobook for $7 and some change. Because I love audiobooks, that is a huge reason why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to get audiobooks on discount. A credit on Audible is $14.95, I believe, at this current moment. That means I have 1 credit to get an audiobook no matter what the price is. With WhisperSync, say I get a book on a Stuff Your Kindle day for free, then I can get the matching audiobook for $7, which is a very good deal. You get a ebook and an audiobook for just over $7. Here we are introducing the Kindle experience. Now I can see the books that I already have in here. Going into my library, these are the books that I got for Stuff Your Kindle Day. There's some books that I have been waiting to read for a while. These are mine down at the bottom. It's interesting to see all the colors in black and white. I know there's the color soft version. I honestly didn't feel like I needed it. I'm so excited to see all of my books in here already. I'll click down at the bottom. I just queued up my own book and I'm opening it right now. This is my most recent book, Between Salt and Serenades, which is a romantasy between a siren and a selkie who make a deal to save the sea after being captured by the same fisherman's net. Here it is. Those are the words that I wrote. One of the other big reasons that I wanted to get a Kindle was so I could highlight areas of the book that I wanted to promote to my readers, because you can go and highlight a certain section, highlight here, and then there we go, it's highlighting that specific quote. Then I can see which ones I have annotated, and so if I want to pull up a quote for marketing purposes, they will all be right there for me easily. If I want to take a picture, say do a flat lay of my Kindle with some cute things around it for Instagram and have a punchy quote up on the Kindle that is of one of my books, I can do that as well. Not only did I want it from a reader perspective, but I also wanted it from an author perspective to promote my books, make things easier for me and spice up my content and have a little fun with it. I'm going to tap through it, and it's not really lagging, it's pretty quick. I'm just gonna quickly read this page because I'm so interested to see how it feels on my eyes, but also just holding it. It's so different than a book. It's so different, obviously, than listening to an audiobook. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read this page real quick. Okay. I like it. I think it's really cool. And right now it is on the bright white setting. I will be going into my settings next and turning the warm feature on because I just prefer it on my eyes. So I just swiped down, and up at the top here you see there's airplane mode, which this is going to be so nice on an airplane because I do travel a lot of road trips, a lot of plane trips. I'm interested to see if this will make me car sick because I am a passenger princess, and with all the book signings I do throughout the year, I will be in the car for quite a while. My husband will be driving and I just listen to audiobooks or have conversations with him, play games, whatever, but I really can't be on my phone. But I wonder if reading this would make me nauseous. I'm genuinely not sure. You can adjust it here. It gets very warm. So that's what it looks like with the warm mode that I've selected. I am really excited and really happy about this so far. So let's dive into the accessories that I got for it, shall we? I know I will drop it. I don't want it to be damaged when I do. So I got a clear case, nothing special. This is what it looks like. This one is a little squishy. It's not a hard plastic case, so if it was dropped, it wouldn't just immediately crack. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this pop socket down here. It has a celestial feel to it, which I love. I am reading Dark Fae and Zodiac Academy right now. It's like trash TV, and for some reason, I'm obsessed with these books. I love them. I can't get enough of them. Here it is. So cute. I don't know. I genuinely don't know where I want to put this on yet. Most people put them down here. I even see some people putting them more towards the left or right, depending on what hand they use the most. I think I'm going to wait on the pop socket for now, read a little bit, see how I'm holding it, and then go from there. Update to come on the pop socket. Just as an example of what the ads look like, I press the lock screen down at the bottom, and this is what it looks like. Readers' top new books of January, and it has some book suggestions. This really does not bother me, but again, if it does bother me, I'm just gonna go ahead and have them removed. This is the next accessory I got for it. I will link this down below. It is this little embroidered pouch that I think is so cute. I just wanted something very simple that doesn't take up a lot of room, that I can just throw in my bag. It fits perfectly because it is made specifically for Paperwhite. And here we go. It feels pretty protected. You will be getting an update soon once I start getting stickers in there and figure out where I want to put this pop socket on. But for now, this is my setup. Do you want to come with me and make a nice latte, and then we can come back and read? All right. Let's do that. I forgot that I was out of oat milk, so I'm gonna have to get creative with my creamer. Oh, and you know how in the last video I was talking about the fact that I want to live in a forest? This just gives you an idea of how much that is true, because I have pothos going all the way up around my sitting area, more in here above my coffee bar. And that's just some of the plants. I have a whole bunch more over there, a whole bunch more over there. They're everywhere. Here it is, and it turns out I am actually a liar. I forgot that I have to wrap some orders before I can indulge and start reading. I'm gonna go pack some orders, head over to the post office, and then I will be back and we can have our reading date, I promise. So good. These are my special edition copies of Between Stolen Serenades and Between Mischief and Magic. They are digital edges, so I'm going to sign a couple of these and wrap them up today. More of these. This person got this bundle, but they also got my first two books, Seeking Isabella and Seeking the Six, so we're going to pack these ones up as well. And then they also got a Between Mischief and Magic tote and a Between Mischief and Magic t-shirt. So now I have my bubble wrap and my books, but I actually don't have a box right now that's big enough for all of this stuff. So I'm gonna grab one at the post office and take some of these other orders with me. If you want more book wrapping videos and day in the life of the author, where you come to the post office with me and do a bunch of other author related tasks, Let me know in the comments. I have my coffee, my bag of books, and I'm ready to go to the post office. My drive to the post office every day is my prime time for audiobook reading. And today I'm listening to Dark Fae. I just started the series a few days ago and I'm already loving it. It's a little bit insta-lusty, but I kind of had a feeling it was going to be, even though Zodiac Academy was very slow burn, but that's okay. I'm here for it. Both series are just all about the vibes and the characters. I knew what I was signing up for, and so far I'm loving it. I'm gonna throw on the audiobook and let's go. I'm here at the post office. I got through 2 chapters of my audiobook, and so let's go in. Well, I'm going in, you're staying here, and the next time you see me, we'll be back at my house and we'll start reading. Okay, errands are done. I can finally relax for the night. I still have a little bit of coffee left, even though it's way too late to be drinking coffee. I've been getting in a really bad habit lately where I either take the entire day to drink coffee. It doesn't look very appetizing anymore, but it's still good, albeit a little watery. Or I will make a cup of coffee at like 5:30 and then stay up till 1:30 writing, which is not good for me, but I have been getting a lot done. Can I really be complaining too much? Here she is. The last thing that I need to be doing is starting another book. I'm a mood reader and I'm currently reading 8 books. But what's a 9th? You know, why not? Why not add another one at this point? Let's look into my library. Honestly, I just downloaded a whole bunch of these after reading very short descriptions. Starting up, we have The Gallows, and it is a cozy romantasy novel. The author said it's perfect for fans of Tangled, The Princess Bride, Can't Spell Treason Without T, and Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. And anyone looking for a cozy standalone that feels like home. As someone who writes cozy romantasies that are also standalones, I wanted to give this one a read. Next, I got 2 books for 99 cents, and the covers were just too beautiful not to get them. I just pulled it up on Goodreads as a refresher. The first few lines are, "A maiden of the stars, a monster from the shadows, a collision that rewrites the worlds." I thought that sounded so cool, and so I immediately got it. This next one is The Devil in Disguise. I typically only read fantasy and fantasy romance, paranormal fantasy, gothic, spooky, atmospheric books, but I do want to get into other genres, which is why I picked up The Devil in Disguise, which is a dark romance. I did just read Lights Out, and I know some people consider that a dark romance, but I found it to be more of a rom-com. So that was my first step out of the genres that I usually stick into. Now we're going even further off the edge. Unhinged, obsessive, possessive, and stalker. That indicates what the vibes of this book are. And I think we can move on. Hollowed Games by C.N. Crawford. In an annual trial to the death, 100 are forced to enter, only 1 survives. That was one of the most downloaded. I got a few monster romance books. This one is Bound to the Orc Ranger, which looked cute. We have Maneater, which has a succubus in it, and I have written a story about a succubus, and I love them, so I had to give that one a try. We have another monster romance about orcs, which is On the Care and Keeping of Orcs. I've never read a workplace romance, and I've never read a Minotaur romance. This one is Married to My Grumpy Minotaur Boss. My phone died and I got bored, so I put some temporary stickers from a cottagecore bundle I had from my cottagecore books. Here we go. Contract Bound by L. May. This book is a steamy enemies to lovers vampire romance between a hunter and a vampire, and it is a lesbian vampire romance. So what will your vice be, little hunter? I am excited about this one. Let's get into it. I'm opening it up. I'm going to snuggle back in for round 2 of reading. I'm at 3%. I barely got anywhere because I was so distracted from the lighting. Where I'm at now, it's quite traumatic. The main character's family was just unalive. people are carting their body parts away because they were just utterly mutilated. Very uplifting. We love it. Let's get back into it. The order is literally carting her family's body parts away in trash bags. Trash bags. This is the vampire hunter, and her mom, dad, and sister are horrified and laughing at the same time because I think writing dark scenes is so much different than reading them. And reading these descriptions, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Meanwhile, I have the same kind of stuff in my own book and it doesn't faze me. Chapter 1 is done. I'm already into this story for sure. We're switching POVs. I just turned the brightness down because my eyes are still bothering me. I really like how crisp the screen is.